Hey guys, welcome to Judo Highlights. This will be the top Ippons from the Grand Slam in Tibilisi. Pretty interesting competition. I would say lots of kind of close work, lots of pickups. You're not going to see too many Ashiwaza techniques in this video, but if you are the kind of person who likes big giant throws, big powerful throws, this will be the video for you. So let's get into it. Sode Surikomigoshi here from Tajima. Big strong throw, and look at who he's throwing. Givanashvili. It's very rare to see Givanashvili go over like that. Here's another one, same technique. He's so good at this technique, and I like him at under 90s. He's short for the category, but they should just make these techniques easier. And he's got the big leg strength to just throw people over like that. It's exceptional. Zalashvili now. One of the Georgians who got gold on the day. This time countering Granda's Ochigari that he got thrown with at the last tournament. Here's another Sode. This time from the Mongolian Gambatar. This one here, interesting. Goes to the ground, but white stands up. And then blue just takes advantage of it. But you can see the ref has her hand up for mate, but they eventually go back, have a look at it, and they just ignore the ref's mate call and just score it as an Ippon. Yondon Perenlai, and this is what he's so good at. So I love what he did here. First he just picked him up straight up. And then in the second attempt he put a bit of rotation in it for the Yagura. I wonder if that was intentional because he wasn't going to throw him, just picking him up straight. This is probably my favorite Ippon from the tournament. Harai Goshi. And then blue, I mean he attacks the back foot of Sendocho and Sendocho just falls with it and scores with a beautiful Seoi Otoshi. And that's just instinct, right? Just to feel someone tapping the back of your leg and to drop down with it. That's exceptional. I like this from Magalashvili. I think a lot of people get in the situation, 2 hands and 1 sleeve. This is a sneaky bit of Ashiwaza. Not often you see an Australian make the top Ippons video. Nice Tayotoshi here. Look at how he generates the momentum, the rotation. He jumps right into it. It's a great one from Katz there. Blue defends the Sode, returns with his own Ippon Seoi Nage. Good defense there. And white didn't really have any other grips. His head was down, just makes a perfect entry for the Ippon Seoi. This one's big, guys, but I can't believe they only gave it a Wazari. I definitely would have given this Ippon. It is against Chikvimiani, and it is in Georgia, so I don't know if there's any bias there. But come on, that's a pretty damn good throw. This one here, great counter. Not much time on the clock, so blue obviously advancing forward, but I think if blue got that Kosodogake, I think he would have got Hansogomake for the bear hug. Can't blame him though, only 7 seconds left on the clock. This one here, just a battle of who wants it more. Both guys, very similar grips. Sleeve and a cross grip. But blue, just a little bit more urgent. Taking the initiative. And a nice combination of attacks, going left, going right, and then left again. This is a beautiful Uchimata. Watch how the leg swings across. I really like this kind of Uchimata here. That's a beautiful one. Nozadzi in white gets counted here for, I think, a tactical play. I think he was trying to push him out of the tatami a little bit. Maybe trying to just, stand up, improve his posture. But putting that leg so close just made it easy for the Kochi to come in. Lovely piece of Ashiwaza here. Ashibarai sticks with it. That was beautiful. A big running Sode here. It's just incredible that some of these guys can just maintain someone on their back for so long. Such strength. Beautiful Uranage counter here. And these techniques are from Beirumov, who took gold at under 60s. By the way, guys, like, subscribe for more Ippons, and if you really want to help out the channel, click on that join button. I'm going to do something with the memberships later on, make like an encyclopedia of techniques and tactics and how things should be done. It's going to be great. Only a Wazari here, but I kept it in just because it's so rare to see a Yagura in women's judo. This one from Piras in white. This is a really nice bit of deception. So watch his left foot, front, and then goes behind. So he was attacking with the Uchimata a couple of times, and then he went behind for the Tani Otoshi. Nice Osoto here from Batzaya. Watch him flick right, move left, and then go for the Osoto. It's a really nice way to do Osoto, especially if you've got two hands on one side. Here he is again. This time extreme right, but gets the counter. And this is one of the funny things I find in judo. Here there's no legs in play, and it's a counter. So we have to call it tewaza, I guess, but if someone picks someone up like an uranage, throws them backwards, but they don't have any hooks in, they don't give it a score because they can't classify it as anything. They can't classify it as a kosoto, an ochi, or a kochi. But in that situation, I mean, they just give it to them. So yeah, my opinion, someone does a big uranage, you land flat on top of them, just give him a score. This one's crazy. I mean, starts off as a front uchimata, then puts his foot down and goes for the yoko otoshi. So we had a taiotoshi from Cats before. That was kind of a rotating taiotoshi, but this time, just a little shuffle to the right. Makes that rotation a little bit less, you know, not 180 degrees, might be 160. And this uranage is just crazy. Not many people can do that. I mean, kind of, I guess he's whipping his head backwards as he's going into it. It's crazy. So I said this video all about the close range stuff. I mean, look at this from Sturpu. I guess it's a kosoto, but definitely not in the traditional sense. Look at the rotation, and then gets behind him. It's just incredible. Zalashvili, he also had a lot of brilliant techniques on the day. This to me is textbook uranage. Gets low, bend at the knees. It's kind of crazy how many variations there are of uranage. Some people, you know, get really low. Some people kind of mix it between kosoto and uranage and taniotoshi. Some people like to spin, some people don't. It's definitely a technique with a lot of variation. So this has gone Salves. Thank you to those in the comments telling me it's a S pronunciation, not a C. So thanks for correcting me on that one. Givanashvili gets thrown here, and he's got his hands low. Blue takes advantage of that, kind of locks it up. And if his hands are low, I mean, the katoguruma, easy access. Left fist right here, and just as white takes a different grip, blue initiates. So he waits for that grip to come off, and then he just goes for the kosoto. Maybe it's a taniotoshi. Brilliant counter here to the front uchimata. I've seen Vieru do this before. It is a good way to deal with that front uchimata. Just kind of push people backwards. Lightning fast. Seoinage here. And the old favorite, I think this was technique of 2021. Maybe not 2022, but kosoto gake. Used to see it a lot. Haven't really seen it a lot in 2023. But don't get me wrong, a lot of people use kosoto gake all the time. Aonahas with his makikomi on the opposite side, so I think he's a right-handed fighter. Doing a left-sided makikomi here. Granda. Just a lot of top body control. Granda has such a weird body type for plus 100. I'm still undecided if he's going to do really well or not. I mean, he is world champion, but, you know, there's something to say about consistency, even when you are a world champion. I mean, look at Sendocha, for example. Ochi, Seoi, and then into the Kochi Makikomi. I really think if you're a drop-down Seoinage player, you should definitely have a Kochi Makikomi. Solomanzi, I mean, this is pretty much a bear hug, right? And he initiates that underhook. He gets really deep on the belt, but I mean, he knows the game very well. Took a sleeve grip first. Get the feeling this is the only Haraigoshi in this entire video. From someone from Chile, of all places. This reminds me of Fabio, the Ippons Seoi to the Ochi, but gets countered. This is a really hard technique to pull off. I mean, the counter is right there, unless you're perfect in your execution, like Fabio is a lot of the time. I mean, that's an easy counter, I think. Similar to that Givanashvili example, just really low, making your opponents have their hands low, so she can just tuck her head in there, go through the armpit. Obitori Gaishi, And in the women's category, of all places to see this technique. So I feel like in this video, 2 rare techniques from the women. We had a Yagura, we had an Obitori Gaishi. I feel like we don't see those too often. Nice Ochigari here. Hooks in at the right time. Ochigari, so much of it is about timing. This one a bit shocking. By Buda, I thought his defense would be better here. I mean, if people are going to start sidestepping right with these grips, I mean, an Ippons Seoinage is coming. There's not much else that's going to come. You should be able to defend that. Come on. This, on the other hand, that was just a well-timed entry, a little bit of deception, good follow-through. Starts with the Osoto and then ends in a Seoi Otoshi. Sensational stuff. This one, another weak attack, gets countered. I mean, what are we calling this? Suinage? Obitori Gaishi? Smash him? Let's go with smash him. Come on. Big hand over the top, gets countered. And Sturpu, he likes his close range stuff, but I mean, it's difficult to take the top grip when you're in that close range battle. I do think generally, and here I'm showing you an example of not that case, but generally I think the top grip is the weaker of the grips when you're in this kind of situation. But here, I mean, the Kosodogake, one hand above, one hand under the torso, I mean, it is a good technique. Another bit of deception here, very well done. And another one, something similar. And this Kosodo, I mean, he just posts his leg there. Push him with the hands. Another one, but this time falling to the ground, so I think we have to call it a Yoko Otoshi. Head, not on the armpit, so it's not a Kataguruma. I think I've got my definitions down, guys. Nice driving Ochigari. I love these kinds of Ochigaris. And that grip on the belt too. Estrada with the pickup. Look at how many stabs he takes at it. He just kind of absorbs that forward momentum and turns it backwards. This one, only a Wazari. But it's not often you see an Uchimata Tsukashi, especially one executed as well like this. That was very well done. Lightning quick. Seoi Nage. Ducks his head under, gets out of it, and goes straight for the technique. This one too. I really enjoyed this one, just the pull. I think textbook Kuzushi in terms of direction, of breaking balance, that is textbook. Zalashvili here with the counter. And Zalashvili, he looks huge. He looks huge here. But I'm pretty sure he's not the biggest of the heavyweights. I mean, Teddy Raniere stands over him. Saito also much bigger than Zalashvili, I feel. Zalashvili, I mean, he's an excellent technician, but sometimes those bigger guys give him a few problems. So guys, we've got about a minute to go. If you're with me this far, thanks very much. Thanks for supporting my work and watching all my content. Interesting little situation coming up. We have the All Japan selection contest coming up April 1st or 2nd. It's a one-day event, but they do all the weight classes on one day. 8 athletes are invited to it. And that'll be really interesting because Aaron Wolf is competing. He's basically competing for a spot in the national team, so I definitely want to cover that. But at the same time, we have the Grand Slam in Antalya, so I'm going to be busy. But I think definitely I'll focus on the All Japan selection competition, and then all the stuff for the Grand Slam in Antalya. I'll do everything I always do. Day 1, 2, and 3 recaps and the top Ippons. There may be some delays just because there's 2 contests at the same time, so sorry about that. Stay with me. Stay a bit patient, and the videos will come. Anyway guys, this Ochigari here, it's the last one, the last Ippon. I thought this tournament was pretty damn good. I thought the Ippons in this video were pretty exceptional. So it's good to see some good judo recently. Anyway guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.